Everyone knows that Christians are passionate about some weird stuff, and it's easy to get confused as to why. And we're all kind of to blame for this confusion, because we've made these issues the entire point, and we choose sides. And each side will judge and look down upon the other side as if the entire goal is to convert other people to a particular issue. But for Christians, these issues are really important. Well, not all of them. And not because of why you might think. It's not to separate people or to judge them. But in the words of Fantastic Mr. Fox, we've created a giant cluster cuss. Recently, this guy from this band said this thing.
You're not supposed to talk about God, even though most of the world believes in God. It's sort of like, don't go there. I think God's the great unexplored territory in rock and roll music.
So, Billy, we're going to talk about God. It's a little weird, but it's important. So this is what Christians believe about God. He created the world, and this world was designed to show people what He was like. And in this world, people would have children and love them because He wanted us to know that we were His children, and He loved us. And people would make promises and get married. And this was important because He wanted us to know that He would always keep His promises with us. But then something happened, and it changed the world forever. Kind of like the alternate 1985 from Back to the Future.
Prior to this point in time, somewhere in the past, the timeline skewed into this tangent, creating an alternate 1985.
And in this new world, things were different. There was murder and death, and there were abortions, which happen when children are viewed as accidents, and babies are not good enough, and for one reason or another, they're not wanted. And there was divorce, which happens when people break their promises and stop loving each other, and a bunch of other bad stuff. And no one really knows what to do with these things. Some people try and change people's minds, and some people try and change laws. But the most important thing to know is that although Christians believe that the world changed, they believe that God did not. And that we are never an accident. And we are always good enough to be accepted. And He wants us. And He will never break His promise. And He will always love us. Period. And so, these issues are important. Not to win or to convert, but to figure out if God exists, what is He like?